All right, here we are again. It's Andy the Young Berry Farmer with part 2 of how to probably not put up a high tunnel. It's been a while since my last video on this off camera. It's been a long time over the winter, doing lots of things, but very slowly assembling the bows that go on top of these support poles here on the high tunnel. As you can see, they don't all come in one piece. You have to use these coupling joints here and then put a bunch of Tek screws onto each joint point. And I've also got clamps that I'm going to be explaining what they're for later as well. Now, if we lived in an area where there wasn't a whole lot of environmental pressures like high winds or rain or snow events or things like that, this would pretty much be it with this step. All we'd have to do is take these bows and put them on top of the support poles here. But because we live in Minnesota, and Minnesota is hot nonsense, we need to strengthen the structural rigidity of these bows, and we do that by putting trusses onto them. And what the trusses are, these are the bottom stringers to the trusses here. I need to connect those together with some more Tek screws. And then we have these clamps that are the support points for the trusses. And then we're going to have the bottom stringers going across, and then a couple, they call this a W truss. For this type of high tunnel, it's the most strong support truss that you can have, at least that they sell at Zimmerman's, where I bought the high tunnel. So try and speed it up and show you the next steps and try and put all these trusses together. So I've put the first stringer on right here. As you can see, all it takes is attaching the whole stringer to this C-clamp by passing a carriage bolt through each side of the clamp and then through the flat end of the stringer. I don't have the nut screwed down all the way yet because I want it still to have a little bit of give while I put the W section of the trusses on. After I have the whole truss put together, then I'll tighten down everything with my handy impact driver. But I want to put the bottom stringer on every piece first before I start with the W trusses. And here's where we are right now. We've put these bow arches on the top of every single support pole. And I reasonably got the distance between each pole good when I did my measurements in the last video. So those measurements are super important, or else it will be nearly impossible to get these support poles in. And we have one Tek screw in to secure each arch to the poles themselves. I'll probably go in and put more in later. The next step is to take these poles, attach them all together, and that will form the center purlin. It's a piece of metal that will attach each of our bows together right at the top at 6-foot increments. That will help with keeping everything steady during winds that hit the ends front on. And then eventually we'll put purlins on the sides as well, but the center purlin is the most important that needs to go in before an upcoming windstorm on Friday. And yeah, so that's probably it for this video. I'm very pleased with getting these tops on so far, and I'm excited to keep working going forward with clean hands and clean hearts. This is the Young Berry Farmer signing out.